Hi, everyone. Welcome. Thank you for joining me today. And we have a great guest today. Dan Starrow is with us. And
Thank
please
you.
say hi.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us on the Saturday night.
Yes. Let's see. Okay. Hi, Electrostorm. Well, tonight is going to be a special night. You're going to have both of us doing personal readings for you, or if you have political questions, that's fine too. We'll simply make sure we say allegedly, like I forget his name but I'm saying this. He's an astrologer. You usually stream with him on Saturdays too. Oh
Oh,
God.
Hogarth. Yes.
Oh God usually says allegedly,
Right? Allegedly.
So
It's a
we'll
safe
be
word.
I'm sorry?
It's a safe word to use.
Yeah, I know. But the thing is, sometimes I wonder because, I mean, I'm not a lawyer. In fact, I was thinking about that yesterday. Maybe I should talk to a lawyer about my channel
Mm,
because, a lot of people, they're afraid we may get sued. And I don't know. It is possible, but I'm psychic. I'm just making predictions. I'm not, you know, we can make predictions. You know what I mean? I can give somebody
right.
my intuitive impressions. So I'm going to talk to one of my, I have to get a free session. Maybe it's one of
Oh,
my, I have in a couple of niches.
hmm
I'll ask them. Anyway, so everyone, if you have personal questions, we will talk
yeah.
about a couple of political things that are going on, but it's
Sure.
about you this evening, right? Uh,
Absolutely. I think
Diane?
that'll be fun. And it's kind of like a way of us giving back too and just saying thank
Yes.
you. And, because I know it's hard to get a reading with me. I know I'm booked out for quite a ways. And so it's just my way of saying thank you and trying to be of service to others.
This is your opportunity. That's why I do it on Mondays and on Saturdays. You
Right.
know, some of us are on budgets, and
hmm
you know, it's very good of Diane to join me, and we're doing it together. So you have two for one.
Right. And I love doing personal readings.
Really? I mean, it's
Yes. Oh,
fun. It's
I could do
always
them all
fun.
day. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I did that. A friend of mine lost her mom to pancreatic cancer,
Oh,
and they were doing a fundraising. I read from 8 in the morning till 6 in the evening after that
oh,
friend dead. Have you ever done that?
I've done up to 8 hours without a break.
No,
I've done
I
10 to 12 hours with a break.
okay. No, I've not done. I've done And I had like in the afternoon, I took a break around 12, 1 o'clock. I don't remember
You
because it's been a
should.
while. That
You
was the
should.
first and only time I did it. I've done 3, 4 hours. Those are easy.
Every
But
Wednesday, I do 8 hours with clients.
you're
So,
kidding.
no,
Well, that's
no.
good. It's a good
It's,
sign. Me, I don't, I do a combination of clients from YouTube and clients from my, that there's a website
mhm.
I've been subscribing to for a long time. But I've never gotten that many clients from YouTube. I'm working on it, but I'm not there yet for some reason.
You will.
But that's good.
Yeah.
Somebody says Sarah S is saying I have been working on my automatic writing since
Right.
since I'm new at it. Can spirit validate that the messages I am getting are accurate? My friend, if you are getting messages, I mean, I'll go first and then you can go.
Yep.
I would not worry whether it's whether it's accurate or not. Okay, just feel blessed and acknowledge that it is coming from your spirit guides or guardian angel or however you want to call the entity. Okay, I don't
hmm
question those things, and I just go with it. Just be happy. But you go
Yes.
ahead, Di. I don't know if you're ready.
Yeah. I always agree. Validate what you get and it strengthens your intuition, I believe. It's
Yeah.
when you let that fear, worry, and doubt creep in that then you're not so sure. And I think that actually kind of pushes the messages away a little bit. But your
Right.
cards are great. So, Sarah, look, here you are, nice and grounded, stable, down to earth, king of coins. That's fantastic. But here's your obstacles, 10 of wands. You're putting like your own stress and worry into it.
Right.
So you need to free yourself of that trust. That's your solar plexus chakra that you need to open up. But look at your outcome, 2 of cups. Here is your partnership, your relationship with spirit. So it is real what you're getting. You just need to now trust it and validate it, and then just say thank you.
Yeah. Exactly. So don't never doubt yourselves. And this
Yep.
does not only go to Sarah, but for everybody in the
Everyone.
chat. Okay. Uh, be open, trust what you're getting, and go with it. That's very
Absolutely.
important. I'm sorry, I'm not used to this. I don't use StreamYard often. I always forget that I have the option of displaying uh, questions on the screen. Elaine says, this week I spent 2 days in the trauma ICU from a fall while walking my dog. I have a concussion. I'm sorry. Orbital fracture and oh my God, cracked patella. Yeah. Patella is painful. I have that. I mean, it doesn't bother me because I do exercise and keep the muscle. But if it's cracked, yeah, it's going to be a little painful for a while. 2 months ago, I had a massive hematoma. Why is this happening? Well, we go through cycles in life, and it's not because of anything. Intuitively, that's what I feel like saying. It's not because of anything that's wrong. At this point, if you were to look at your astrological chart, and if you knew where to look, okay, you will see potential for health issues. So, but intuitively, I feel like saying to you, it's not because of somebody did magic on you or any kind
Right.
of, no, don't even go there. Okay, we all go through those cycles. Continue taking care of yourself. Work with your doctor. Uh, it may take a little while because the patella alone. What's hematoma? It has something to do with blood, right? I don't remember
Yes.
what does hematoma. What is? I'm looking at the screen that way because that's where.
Oh God, how to
That's
explain it?
okay. Never mind. Hang on a second.
Yeah,
Oh, you know what? After you, while you are talking, I'll look at hematoma. In any event,
it's not a good thing. I know that.
yeah, I know.
So,
Uh, Let me see.
so Elaine, the first thing that I was feeling um, when I was reading your question is that you really need to ground yourself more right now. And maybe that does relate back to your astrological chart, that there are things like, say, in your chart that is making you a little heady. Because I was getting like a sense of distractedness. And the first card I get actually represents that 7 of cups, a card of sort of like having your head in the clouds a little bit. Like you really need to ground yourself right now. Be mindful. That was the other word I was hearing, like be mindful, like pay attention. Um, your obstacle, temperance, you're not feeling balanced and harmonious right now. Like things are a bit off. Okay. But you're going to pull out of that cycle and you get like one of the most stable cards in the deck, which is the Knight of Pentacles. That's the card of being like reliable, steadfast, practical, down to earth. So you're going to pull out of this cycle. And I think Milou's right. It's a cycle that you're in. But no matter what, like say your astrology is, you can try to influence it some by mindfulness work and meditation. Okay. I hope that helps. So this would be your root chakra that you'd want to work on.
Yeah, very good. Now, hematoma has to do with a clot or something with the blood vessel that's been damaged from some
Right.
kind of trauma. Okay, but
Yeah, it looks nasty
oh
when you
yeah,
see them. Yeah.
yeah. The thing is, all those things doctors can help you. The other one, the orbital fracture,
Yeah. Oof.
that's so like Dianne said, be a little more mindful. Don't be, when you're going to do your walk or you're going to do anything that mostly now, having these, going through that cycle. Have you ever heard of, I'm just going to say something that we are all familiar with. Saturn return. It's a cycle. It lasts 7 years. I'm not saying you're going through a 7-year cycle. I'm just giving you an example. Don't panic now. It's not going to last that long. Okay?
Yeah, please, Elaine.
And I'll tell you, I'll give you an example. So you go through those cycles where things like that can happen. And if you're distracted and you are not aware, okay, you can have those things happen to you. So that's what's going on. But thank God doctors can help you with all those things. The hematoma may be a little, they have to know what to do. I'm sure they do. You're not the first one. You won't be the last, but they know. I was talking to a lady once, and she was saying to me that she asked me a question on why she's never been depressed in her entire life. Why is she going through a deep, period of depressions? You know what was causing it? Neptune. I don't remember what kind of aspect Neptune was making in her chart. Right. And I said to her, don't worry about it. I said, you're going to get over it. And thank God I had my laptop with me. And I said, let me see your chart. And it was Neptune. I'm like, okay, it's going to last a couple of years now because Neptune moves very slow.
Right.
But you will get out of it. Sure enough, after a certain amount of period of time, and then she got better. So we go through those cycles. Sometimes things happen to us. Yeah. Let's say, for example, when Mars is opposing your ascendant, there's potential for you, depending on other aspects. Yeah, you can, even if it's minor illnesses and you're wondering like, what's wrong with me? No, just take care of yourself. Like Dianne said, be mindful. Okay.
Ground yourself right now.
Exactly.
Yeah, because you got Knight of Pentacles, which is also a card of good health. So you're moving out of this, but in the meantime, just try to be very grounded right now.
Yeah. Okay. There is another one. Tatiana Kulunga says, like a month ago while jogging, I felt something ripping in my knee. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. I already have a surgery on that knee. Am I having another surgery? And what are my guides trying to tell me? That's something I always tell people. Your guides, if they want to give you a message, don't worry about them trying. They'll give it to you.
They'll give it to you.
Or they will tell you, pay attention to your dreams. I did that. They're not the ones that are causing you to have that make you feel that ripping in the knee. Maybe you didn't warm up, enough. Maybe you have to do exercise, get the muscles around your knee. When you say ripping, I'm not feeling bones, nor that's when you have surgery, when you have bone on bone, when that gel thing between the joints, how do you call them again? That gel, I'm calling it gel, so you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Okay.
I feel I know what you mean.
Yeah. Hopefully everyone else understands what I'm saying too. Right. But the thing is,
like cartilage and
cartilage, that's what I meant. Yeah. Thank you. So the ripping effect, it can be cartilage, but I'm feeling, you would have surgery, and if you're still feeling it, it feels like to me it's a little swollen. Have you checked? But I'm not seeing surgery now. Chances are down the line, way down the line. Okay. Okay. Go ahead, Di.
I agree. I was not getting anything about surgery or this being long term, or I wasn't getting that. I'm actually getting something very, very different. And before I tell you what it is, let me tell you what Spirit did to me when I wouldn't listen. So for years, I wouldn't listen to what my guides were saying. They kept telling me, it's time to stop being a dementia practitioner. I loved my patients. I hated working within the Medicare system. For every minute you spend with a patient, you're doing paperwork. And my patients weren't getting adequate funds. And so it was kind of like tearing me apart. And plus I was working 7 days a week, 10 to 12 hours a day. I was exhausted. So finally, what my guides did was make me have a minor back injury. And you know when it went away? When they replaced me. When they got a new director in, and they said, look, we can't really wait. It's been a few months. We need to get a new director in. That's when my back healed.
Sorry, go ahead. Sorry, I thought you were done. Sorry, go ahead.
So no, I think Tatiana's going through something similar, like they're trying to get her attention. And that's what the cards are saying too.
Right.
So what the cards are saying, Tatiana, is you need to take more control over your life. So you need to be a bit more focused, because here's the Chariot. Chariots do not move forward unless something happens, unless the driver takes control. So you need more control over your life. In particular, it has to do with relationships, Page of Cups. Your obstacle has to do with a particular relationship in your life. And your outcome is having a better relationship with someone. So they want you to sort of shift your focus off of the physical, like jogging, exercising, to something that's more emotional, psychological, spiritual, something that's not tangible. And sometimes, when we're so busy doing physical things, we don't go within. We forget to be introspective, reflective, meditative. And I think they're trying to say, look, knock off the physical stuff. There's other things you need to pay attention to. And in this case, it is a person. So I hope that makes sense.
Hopefully she will leave. I'm sure she will say something. But yeah, but the most important thing, well, not the most important thing, what you said is very important too. But I was more concerned about the surgery. I wasn't seeing surgery. But
No.
you're right, Dianne. When they want it, the same thing happened to me too, because I've explained this, and on my stream, I was not supposed to work for somebody. I was supposed to do this,
Right.
and I said
Yes.
no. They pushed me out. I was never promoted in my entire. I mean, when I was at low levels, just starting as a software engineer, or yeah. Notice they didn't call it software engineer. You were an engineer at the time. And that was like mid 80s.
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. No, it wasn't even early 80s. So they just called you an engineer. It wasn't like today. In any event. But after that, after I got like a couple of levels up, it didn't matter where I worked. Never got promoted. And the last place I spent a long time, they never liked me. I mean, management, that is. People at my level, yeah.
Right.
They're not going to help me. They can't help me. So, but you're right. When you are in a position, they want you to do something else. They put obstacles.
They do.
And then, on the way, I waited until it was too late. So, but that's me. Anyway, yeah, they do these type of things.
They do.
So
if you don't pay attention. See, if I had
Yeah.
paid attention though, because I kept getting the numbers 1, 2, 3. And then I started getting 1, 2, 3, 4. Everywhere I looked was 1, 2, 3, 4. So I finally said to my guides, fine, okay, what are you trying to tell me? And they said, well, we was telling you 1, 2, 3, go. You didn't listen. So now we're like 1, 2, 3, 4, go.
Right.
Come on, Dianne, go. It's time to move.
Yeah.
And I just kept not listening, and I was getting run down. I was getting tired. It wasn't a good situation that I was in, and
they
I
do these
persevered.
things.
That's the thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, me, I fought it for almost 20 years. And then, yeah, it happens. Okay. Somebody, Oli and DB asked, would you explain a Saturn or Pluto or other return and what it means in a 7-year cycle? How would I figure out what? Yeah, maybe. Okay.
And I'll pull a couple of cards for you too, Olean, okay?
Yeah. Saturn return, Saturn goes back to the same position it was in when we were first born. And if you look at, any astrological book, it will tell you it lasts around, the energy lasts around 6 or 7 years. For Pluto, it's different. Don't worry about Pluto. You're not going to have a Pluto return. Trust me. It takes too long to go around. I don't remember exactly if it's 288 years or something like that. For some reason, that's what's flashing on my mind. But for Saturn, it's every 29 and a half years. And it doesn't really, I just gave that as an example. That is something we all go through, but not all of us are affected as bad. In my case, Saturn return for me is bad. My first Saturn return, I was married. She didn't want to be married anymore. She just dumped me. And yeah, I was left with a huge bill, because we had just got married about
Oh,
a year, and of course, I want to treat her like a princess, nice place and stuff. Yeah, didn't help. So
mm.
they even repossessed my car. That's how bad.
Oh
Although
no.
I was a software engineer making good money, wasn't great, but
Right.
good money. Yeah. So that was the first time. The second time, okay, it was 29 years later. Uh, well, it wasn't, because it was around, I was about 54, 55. It can start around, the first time it starts around 26, 27 to 32. The second time it's like 56, 57 to 62, but it can start a little earlier. It can end a little sooner. But the thing is, the second time, the event was the same, but for different reason. It hit me in my pocket
Mm,
financially,
mm,
but it was because I lost my job.
right.
When I told you, I was, you know, I reached a point where, and in fact, a very wealthy client of mine uh, told me, well, maybe you should talk to my astrologer. I know you don't, you're not into astrology. I'm like, no, she says, okay, I'm going to pay for it. She said, don't worry. So she has plenty of money. She told the guy to call me. And he told me, he says, you're never going to work again on what you've been doing all your life. He said,
Mm.
you're supposed to be doing reading for people. I says, yeah, I know, but I don't want to do it. He says, I said, I do it.
That's what I did.
Yeah, I said, I do it part time. I don't want to do it,
Yep. Yep.
full time. He says, well, you're going to lose the house and everything else. He says, whether no matter what you do, the house is going to go away. I'm like, oh my God. But anyway, the point I'm trying to make is, and the reason why I gave you those two examples, okay, is because the first time was because I was married. He decided he didn't want to do it anymore. The second time,
Mm,
for a different reason, it was because I lost my job. The result was the same. I went broke.
right. Right.
Okay. So, but Pluto, you don't have to worry about it. The others, Uranus, you won't get a Uranus return. Well, I don't remember exactly how long it takes Uranus to go, around the full chart, but it's a while.
It's a long time,
So,
I think.
yeah, I don't remember exactly Uranus right now. But in any event, just to give you an example, because it takes too long to give you, I can look the others while as that and talk to you, but take too long. But that's what I
Mm,
meant by the cycle. We go through those
right.
cycles. The cycle
Yep.
can be Mars, okay? The faster planets, okay? Like solar return, it's every year. Okay, sorry about that. Go, Diane.
So obviously, I'm not an astrologer, but I can see that you are going through a new phase right now because the card that represents you, Three of Wands, you're going through this phase where you're getting rid of whatever or whomever is not for your highest good. Anyone who's negative, any situation that's toxic, you're purging all of that. Like you're freeing yourself and you're becoming more of who you really are. Like you're really going to start standing in your power now. So if you've been feeling like you've been sort of walked on and mistreated, that's going away. Um, what your obstacle is, though, the magician, you need to start using your personal power. Recognize that you are more powerful than what you realize. We are all infinite souls. Stand in your power, use your voice, use it compassionately, but use your voice. And something really changes because you end up with Four of Wands accomplishing your goals. So, this is the time where you really want to set your intentions for the next several months because I see this cycle as being 3 to 4 months long. So set your goals for how you want to end up, say, in the springtime. Okay. Because I think this is actually a really powerful time for you. And maybe that's why you were asking that question because you're sensing like you're going through some kind of cycle or phase. I hope that makes sense.
Okay. The next one is my son is having knee replacements on
Oh,
both knees. Oh my God, at the same time in January. You mean how long it's going to take to heal? We are all different. And you know what? The important thing is, I don't know if that's the question, how long. I don't know if you mean how long it's going to take to heal. but it will heal. I'm getting 3. So, but I feel it's going to be okay.
Yeah.
Okay, it's going to heal, and I'm not getting anything that's going to prevent him from resuming his life. Okay, good, Dianne.
Yeah, actually, the cards are great. So, the Justice card, the card of things being fair and balanced, being even, this would be a good health card. So, that pain that he's been in, that's going away. His life starts to become more balanced, where, because I'm getting, when I go into his energy, I'm getting pain, like stabbing pain in my knees and my legs. So, that's going away. Now, what he's going to find to be an obstacle is that he's not going to be able to move around much. This is the card of action, and it's in the obstacle position. So he's going to have to rest for a bit. How long? I think, here's the thing. Doing the job that I did, I know the clinical answer to your question. I think he's going to heal sooner than what you're thinking. Now, all the swelling, for all of that to finally go down, that takes about 6 months for every bit of swelling to go down. But you can live a perfectly normal life after a few weeks. And
Oh, yeah?
oh yeah.
I didn't
And
know
I'll tell you
that.
a story in a second. And his outcome card is the Sun card, the card of new beginnings.
Yeah,
So yeah,
he's
so
going to be
here's the
fine.
thing. So even though as a dementia practitioner, they stuck me with doing paperwork for the short-term rehabilitation unit.
Yeah.
And the knee replacement people would be in and out so fast that I only had a matter of days. They would be gone like within a week or so. They were always gone. And so the hip replacement people, those I had a few weeks for. It wasn't quite so bad. But like Medicare is right there wanting the paperwork done. And I'm not even like a medical person. I'm actually the person that asks questions about religion and hobbies and your employment and things like that. But yet still they want it. But yeah, knee replacements, they're in and out like that. A double knee replacement does take a bit longer.
Yeah.
But it's not
Oh,
what he thinks I'm thinking.
yeah. They force you. Yes, you're right. They force you out of bed anyway.
They do.
I don't know
The same day.
exactly how many
My brother
days.
just had it done. And
Oh, yeah?
the same day, hours after surgery, they had him in the hallway walking.
Okay. Yeah,
So
I know they force you. I mean, people complain. I have a friend of mine, my clients really, she had one done. She's going to have another one done. Yeah, they made her walk and do the exercises and everything. She was telling me the worst part. She didn't tell me the same day, but you're probably right. She probably just didn't tell me because I don't know. I basically told you what I was getting, but yeah, they force you to exercise, to do a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah. I can imagine. I hope I don't have to get.
me too.
Yeah, the thought of knee surgery. Oh my, I don't. Well, good luck to your son. Hang in there. Tell him he's gonna be all right. That's the most important thing here.
Right.
Okay. Greg Dixon is asking,
Hi, Greg.
does his friend Clara have a Christmas message?
Oh, his friend
What?
Clara is on the other side.
Right.
And she was a famous actress in the 20s or 30s.
Okay. 1 second. All right. Okay. Oh, that's D. Oh my God. I'm glad I look at your name. Okay, Craig. Whose name starts with a J? If you want, if you don't, if you want, you can call me on my YouTube number because doing it this way, I like to. If you want, you can call. But what I am getting, there's somebody. The name starts with a J. Okay. I don't know if it's somebody you both know, a mutual friend. Okay. 1 second. Did you two? I'm seeing two couples together. Did you have a mutual friend, or did you have a friend of yours and she was with somebody else and you went somewhere? Does that make sense?
If I'm
Greg,
not mistaken, he didn't know her in real life,
or
if I'm not mistaken.
is there somebody related to her that he knows?
Oh, that I
Okay.
don't know.
Craig, can you please call me? Oh, did you go on double dates? There's something with double here. Well, most
Hmm.
married couple do that.
Hmm.
But that's what I'm getting, even if it wasn't in the past, it's something that's coming. Okay. Uh where's Craig? There's something about going out with another couple. That's what I'm getting. So if you tend right
That's
now to keep to yourself,
interesting.
Craig,
Okay.
Hey, Milou?
okay. Do you
Craig.
keep to yourself now? Do you keep to yourself now?
Very much so. My mom died about a year ago. And Clara used to come in all the time here.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, Clara comes into my house, into my life and all that stuff all the time.
Okay. Well,
Yes,
there is what she is showing me. I'm seeing two people going together. I thought it was her because the minute you said that, that's what I saw. Okay, like two couples. Then there is potential for you to meet someone else if you don't have someone in your life right now, and she's telling you to get out.
Yes.
Get out.
Yeah, I mean, don't stay in the house because.
Oh, okay. Get out of the house. And
Yes, I'm sorry. you know,
Get out.
that's
Like,
why.
get out of my house.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's why she's showing. Chances are you probably not probably. If you do go out, you will meet somebody new. Okay, and she has a friend. You see what I'm saying? Another couple, and you go, places together, and that's what she wishes you could do this Christmas. But hey, listen, when you have friends, you go, you're having fun. Every day is Christmas. Okay, meaning that you don't really have to wait for Christmas
Right.
or
Okay.
to celebrate
She's
Christmas.
making Dianne laugh right now.
Yeah. So
I
that's
got the
why.
cards. Yes.
Okay, I'm going to let Dan speak. I'm sorry, but that's what it means because the minute you said it, I saw two couples. I'm like, until Dan says you didn't know her, but I thought it was you with your significant other and her with a significant other. You're going out together, but it means is if you hanging out at home, do things, take part in activities, you're gonna run into somebody new, and go out.
Yeah.
Don't wait for Christmas to celebrate. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. What's also happening is I'm going down to California in February. I got tickets planned at Paramount Studios and also to stop by Forest Lawn Cemetery and visit her where she's interred and pay my respects. And stop by another friend's grave at Hollywood Forever. And then go by the ocean, do a few things around Los Angeles where I was raised.
Yeah.
And then, come back. But that's what I got planned. And I know she's going to be in the area. I know she's not going to run into her. I know.
Yeah. Well,
I
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
can sense her when she's around.
Oh, absolutely. The thing is, you're gonna go down there. Yes, she's gonna be there. But the question was a message for you. So we are not in control of what have you ever sometimes you ask okay, a lot of people they go to see a psychic and they expecting the psychic to talk about themselves, about I'm paying, I want it all about me. And all of a sudden the psychic start talking about someone else. It's because that's the message that's important right now.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Okay. So you're gonna get to go to her grave and whatever other activities you plan when you go to California. But the important thing is for you to start living again. That's why. Okay, so let me ask you a question. Whose name starts with a J?
I don't remember. I might remember later.
Or Jane?
Jane. It doesn't come to me.
Okay, no problem. Just remember I asked you. Okay. And I was getting J and D, and I looked at you, and I'm like, oh my God, it's your last name. Where's your dad? Where's your dad?
He passed.
Okay. It's because I was just gonna hang up. I won't keep long. Whenever I get people's last names, it has to do with in relation to their father as well, because that's you took your he just want to say hi to you. Okay. All right. I'll let you talk to Dianne. I'm sorry. Bye. Okay, bye. Okay, there, go.
Okay, so this is literally crazy because my cards, because I asked Clara to pull cards, and the message you got from her, she put in the cards. So watch this. This is crazy.
Okay.
So the first card, here he is just starting to take some control over his life again, trying to move forward. But I picked two obstacle cards because I didn't understand the first one. The first one, 3 of Pentacles, when it's your obstacle, it means you're not going out enough. You're not being part of the community. And I said, well, what does that mean? 2 of Cups, he's not meeting a partner.
Oh, okay.
Now, you said she told you that he needs to start living again and meet people. So he gets the card of, you need to start living again, the Judgment card. This is literally people rising up, being reborn.
Oh.
And he gets the Lover's card. There is somebody in his future. So what you just said and what I just got is exactly the same.
There you go.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That's the way it works.
It's live. We can't make this up.
That's the same thing. That's why sometimes I do that. I give people, because I have the application that does people's generate your astrological chart. And it's funny when you say something and then you will see the same thing since I don't know how to do cards, astrology intrigued me. It's because I guess because of my scientific background, it's
right.
You know what I mean? So yeah, it's funny how those things coincide.
Yeah.
Yep.
The synchronicity was amazing on that one.
Exactly.
Wow, Craig.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. John Pena is asking Milou, do you see if Patrick and I have a future together? Okay. The minute, John, can you please call me? The minute I saw that, I don't see, I don't feel like you don't have a future together. But where is Patrick's dad? The minute I saw your question, I was thinking about his dad. Can you please call me, John? Oops, I'm sorry. I keep forgetting to put my, should know better. I forgot to post my my YouTube number. Let's see. There you go. I just get it really quick and post it because I'm sure some people don't have it or not, All right. I'll post my YouTube number. Okay. John Pena, can you please call me? It may take a little bit of work. That's what I'm getting. Dan, you want to go while I wait for John to call?
I'm getting that she's really indecisive about this, and her heart's not totally in it. The obstacle is the card of independence. There's a part of her that likes being independent, that needs to do some healing, I think, from a past relationship, but she also likes being her own person. Right. So this would be a real leap of faith. This would be a risk for her. And she's really going to think with her head and not with her heart on this. Yeah. So the decision's up to her, but she's very cerebral. She's in her head thinking about what if, and she's kind of like overthinking, overanalyzing, but I don't feel like her heart's totally in it.
Well, it's because of the challenges. Part of the... Yeah. Hi, this is Milou.
Hi, Milou. This is Joanne.
Okay, Joanne, has he mentioned anything about his family? Dianne says hi.
His father has passed. His father's name was Lawrence.
Okay, yeah. But was he close to his dad?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know if there were any misunderstanding between him and his dad when he was growing up?
I think there was, I guess the father left the mother.
Exactly.
And yeah.
Okay.
I think that's but he still has his mother.
Oh, well, yeah.
And he's in the military.
Right. The thing is, like Dianne was saying, you're thinking with your head, you're going to make a decision, not with your heart. You know what I mean? It's because you are older now. You understand, you know what you want, what you don't want. And the trauma because when we watch our mom and dad,
Mm.
if they go their separate ways or whatever happened, a lot of people don't understand that, but it has long-term effect on
Right.
our relationships later in life. Okay.
Oh yeah, I know because my kids are the same thing.
Okay. So, in his case, okay, that's why besides you used to being independent and all that stuff, but you are sensing as well he has some challenges. You see what I'm saying? And you
Yeah.
are going to wonder or are already wondering, can you handle this? You see what I'm saying?
Because I know just by talking to him that he has PTSD.
Oh, well, of
Oh.
course. Okay, that will cause PTSD. Like growing up, those
Yeah.
traumas. Okay, and also being in the military. If he's been to war and stuff, that's double whammy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
he's been in the service 25 years.
oh my God,
Wow.
yeah. So that's what's causing you to question. Besides, like, okay, if I have this person like Dianne said, you like your independence, you may have to babysit him more than you intend to, as
Mm.
opposed to someone who's
Yeah.
independent. You know what I mean? I mean, you love your independence, but if you meet a guy, he's his own person, he knows what he wants, he knows where he wants to go, and you two together, you put together, but you won't have to be as attentive to him as you would be with this gentleman. You see what I'm saying? So,
Yes, and then he has a 13-year-old son. He calls me mom.
oh my God, you really in trouble. That's a
Yes,
whole
I know.
different that's a whole different ball game. But because you have to get
I
past
need to set up a session with you because
the thing is you have to get past that. You know what I mean? Before right now being with the son is the son calling your mom. I mean, it's a big deal. Him calling your mom. That
Right.
means
yeah.
there is a need there. He needs like maternal connection he doesn't have, but that's a whole other story. But
Yeah.
like Dianne said,
He says that he wants the mother that he's never had.
there you go.
Oh.
He's a
Okay.
little boy, So
That's the
and
connection.
What if you could tell me what Patrick's feelings are for me, that's where I'm confused.
I'm sorry, saying it. Oh no, it's not that he doesn't care about you or have feelings for you. That's not the point. The person can be in love with you, okay, and
He has
everything.
a lot of logical problems.
Exactly.
Mental problems.
That's what's going to get in the way. And that's why Dianne told you what she told you. I don't want to repeat because, time is short, but also the challenges. That's what's going to pose the challenges. That's why, like Dianne said, you're going to think with your head. Is this what you want? And having the son calling you that way, it's heartbroken. I know what you mean. Okay?
Yes.
So hang in there, my friend. It's going to be your decision, like Dianne said,
Yeah,
okay?
it is.
All right. Good luck.
Okay.
God bless. Bye-bye. You're welcome. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye. All right. Yeah, that's a challenge.
That's a
Mostly
tough
when you
one.
have kids. Oh my God.
Oh,
That's heartbreaking. Anyway.
that's why I have cats.
Yeah, I know. Oh. All right. Let's see. Mad Wisdom is asking. I just scrolled down and I picked the first person I saw.
Yeah, you know what I always say, Milou, when I do these?
Yeah.
Is that we just pick people randomly.
Oh, they
like,
know
because,
that.
Like you can't get hurt feelings if you don't get picked. Like it's nothing personal.
Yeah. No,
but oftentimes, like if you just get a psychic hit, you'll pick the person, or it's just random. It's not premeditated.
Yeah. No, I just click the down arrow because I froze the screen, and that's the first one I saw, and I do it all the time. So hopefully they are used to me by now. Okay. Mad Wisdom is saying, my parents have a message for me. Will my sister return what she stole from our family estate? Don't wait on that one, my friend.
Nope.
Okay. I'm getting the letter M as in Marie. Oh, never mind. That's that. Oh, is that you? Okay. Please call me. I'm getting D. I'm getting T, and I'm getting M. So I think the M is your name. I'm sorry, I do that all the time, but it's you. unless Mad Wisdom is not your name. So you have a different
Right.
name. I'm sorry. I just realized that. Duh. I just don't like to make mistakes and repeat people's information. Like when I say repeat people's information, like seeing your name on the screen and I ask you about the same initial or something.
Right.
Thank you very much, Joan Pena, for your generosity in the super chat. We
Oh, thank
appreciate
you.
it. Mad Wisdom, can you please call me? And there is something with chest. I don't know if your dad passed. If it's your dad that passed from that, okay. I'm seeing a boat or water. I don't know if you live near water or you're gonna go on a short trip or something. I know the holidays are coming. A lot of people are traveling. Hi, this is Milou.
Hi. Oops, I'm trying to put on mute.
Okay, please put it on mute.
Hi.
Okay, whose name starts?
Hi. Oops.
Mad Wisdom is not your name, right? Whose name starts with the M? Either you or close to you.
I don't know why this is not stopping. My name is. What was the question again?
Whose name starts with the M, as in Marie? Maria. Okay.
Well,
Remember.
D is for my name. My real name is Donna.
Okay, so that's where I got the D, and
The D.
I'm getting M, D, and T. T as in Tom or Tony.
Let's see, Donald. My father's name is Steve or Donald, and T. Think about that.
Okay, think about. Remember, I asked you. Okay, now there is something with chest. Did your father pass from a chest issue or heart, or who passed from a heart issue?
I do believe it was my father, my sister, who is the executor of the estate. He was in her care, and there are questions, but my father.
Okay, it's your dad that had it. Okay. To answer your question, your father wants and your parents want you to know they're okay. They said you can try working with your sister if you can get back some of that whatever she took, but don't have a heart attack over it. You know what I mean?
Right. I've forgiven her, but there are times I just
let it go. You can, let's say, for example, if you are angry, just call her and says, okay, can we make a deal? You took $20, I want 10. Can you send me some money? Something like that, but let it go. They don't want it to affect your health. Okay. And are you planning on a short trip? I'm seeing water. I was focusing on your mom and dad, and I'm seeing water. Did you live near water or grow up near water?
My parents were military, Navy.
Bingo.
Navy.
Traveled.
Yeah.
To Europe. And I love the water. It's calming. Walk the water in the woods.
Oh no, most people love water. That's why I didn't. It's because your parents were in the Navy. That's why. Okay, because the minute
World War II, Korea, Vietnam. Yeah.
Oh, okay. There you go. All right. So, but they want you to know they're okay. They said, don't get yourself sick over what your sister did. You're gonna be fine. Okay. So I don't want to take too long. He's died.
Okay.
All right. Okay. You're welcome. Bye.
Okay, Donna.
Okay.
So before I do the cards, what I think with your sister is you either have to do what Milou said, let it go, or get a lawyer, because I don't think something in between is going to happen. Like, I don't think she's ever going to wake up one day and say, here's everything I stole. I think you either have to let it go and move on, or actually say, look, I'm taking her to court. Because I don't think something in between, I don't think your sister's going to have an epiphany at this moment. Okay. So the message from your parents that I asked them to pull through the tarot is they want you to create more balance in your life. So having a work-life balance, having fun, not just all work. Every day shouldn't feel the same. And you should never feel a sense of drudgery. When you wake up in the morning, you should be excited. And I'm getting a sense of no, because your obstacle is that you're kind of stuck in a bit of a rut right now. This is like what I call a desert period. We go through these desert periods in our lives where not much happens. And sometimes we have to go through them, but sometimes we stay in them and we get kind of stuck. And your parents are saying, no, we want you to actually move forward now and really because this is all wands here, live passionately, enthusiastically, have excitement, do what you enjoy, have some pleasure. they're saying like your life is boring and you're not enjoying it. And you have to remember they're on the other side now, so they can see
Yeah.
everything. And they're like, look, you know, if when we were alive, we wished we had done even more. And they like want more for you. So I hope that makes sense.
Okay. Thank you very much, Rosa Barnes, for the generosity and the super chat. We appreciate it. Thank you. Okay. Somebody asked another question here. Okay, I'm torn. 1 second. We're going to go to CS because somebody asked a question. I was looking for it, but I messed up. Hi, Milou and Dianne. When will I find a new job? Will it be a good fit? Thank you. You know, a good fit. The thing is, when you go to an interview, okay, we all, you know, like for example, like you want a new job right now, and you may grab the first thing you get. Instead of doing that, if you have the luxury, is to interview the interviewer, you know, ask questions, okay? That's the best way I can tell you can find a good fit. But the minute I read your question, I am getting between now, I doubt it's going to be before the holidays, but you may get lucky, you know, miracle, or, you know, but I feel like saying between now and February, March, okay? And for the good fit, like I said, I feel there's potential for one good one. You're going to have a few interviews and, you know, you're going to get to choose. Well, not really to choose, but talk to the people you interview them too, but don't let them know you are interviewing them. Just ask questions. You would pick the one that's best for yourself. Okay? So hang in there. Yeah. There's potential for a good one to come your way. I'm sorry, Dai, go.
You know, as somebody who used to like interview people all the time, you know, because I was a director for many years in a nursing home, you know, by the time HR sifted through all the resumes and they'd finally get to my desk and I could interview people, they were all qualified. So now I'm just looking at a bunch of qualified applicants, right? So you have to remember, as someone who interviews people, you can't ask personal questions, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's limits to what you can ask.
Yeah.
So what used to really attract me to interview certain people and eventually hire them is on their resume, they would put things about themselves. Like, you know, they volunteer here. This is their hobby. They do this on the side. Like they put like little things about themselves.
Right.
Their resumes were interesting. Not just I worked here from this year to this year. I worked here for this year. This is my education.
Well, that was my mistake. That's what I used to do. I never put anything personal. I'm guilty.
Oh, see? And you know what? Half the time it was those that I was tossing. Unless something really stood out. Because no matter if you went to Harvard or you went to a community college, I only could offer you what Medicare gives out.
Yeah.
So that stuff doesn't even matter to me. So at that point, everybody's qualified. So if you do something, if you've won awards, whatever, put that on there because it makes you stand out. And I'll tell you, it's boring as heck sitting there looking at resume after resume. Make it interesting. Use good paper. You know, like I actually like holding them in my hands. That's my advice. Anyways.
Right.
So what the cards are saying, it is going to be a little bit of a fight, a little bit of a battle here. It's not going to be all smooth. Because here's the thing, you're asking about a good fit. You could have another job today, I think, right? But it's not going to be the right fit. So you have to wait a bit to get that perfect job. I think Milou's right. It's not going to happen during the holidays. You need to give it a few months. But in some ways, you've been your own worst enemy with this. You're putting a lot of negativity into it. You're overthinking. You're overanalyzing. It's sort of like maybe you're even like feeling defeated before you even do anything. But I'm also not getting a lot of passion and enthusiasm either. Like if you're looking for a job, I should be feeling some kind of excitement coming from you. I mean, either you're not putting out resumes or your resumes are really dull or like I'm not getting like, oh yes, I can't wait for a new job. Like I'm not getting those vibes from you. So really put your heart and soul into this. right? I mean, because the way we manifest anything is through our personal energy and by setting intentions, right?
Yep.
But look, here you are, Page of Cups, finding the right fit, finding that right relationship with the right company, with the right people. So it is going to happen, but I will say these are slower moving cards, so give it a few months, but you do need to put more passion into this. Be really excited because it's going to be a good thing, and I think you're going to be really happy afterwards.
Yeah. I'm guilty of that. Well, when I was in corporate, but something that's challenging today, it's no longer done. You didn't, I don't know. It's mostly now via computer.
A lot of it is, but
It's a
whenever somebody,
challenge.
but I'll tell you, when somebody would bother to actually come into the building and
Oh,
hand me a
yeah,
resume,
absolutely.
oh, I looked right at them. You kidding
But
me? We
getting
took
through,
initiative,
yeah. Oh no, definitely.
you
But getting
know?
through, the reason why I bring that up, the challenging thing today, as opposed to a long time ago. Well, not a long time ago, maybe 10 years ago. You had the paper,
Yeah,
but now it's more difficult to sift through what you know. It's no longer personal because a long time ago you used to get the resumes. It was personal,
right. Yeah.
but
I mean, at
like you
least where
said,
I worked, it wasn't like a set form that they had to fill out. It was something like they could do like a PDF file and send it.
oh,
Uh,
okay. Well, yeah,
you know what I mean? So like
it
they
is.
could.
You're right, but the thing is, it's scanned by an application. They look for words.
Yes, I know. Yes.
That's the
It's an
problem.
algorithm. Yes.
It's no longer like the reason why I'm saying this. It's no longer personal these days. Unfortunately, that's the problem.
Tough. But I still
You know
say
what I mean?
if you can
Oh
hand
no!
that resume
Once
to the
once
person,
you hand the resume, yeah, you
I
will see it absolutely. But no,
I
what
always
I'm
look at
saying
those
is
first.
to pass the initial stage. A lot of people get good qualified people.
Yep.
They get passed over because of that. Getting through the door. You know
True.
what I mean? It's a problem. Thank you very much, Dr. Brown, for your generosity in the super chat. I appreciate it. We appreciate it.
Yes.
Okay. I think we'll do one more die and then we'll
Sure.
close. Okay, 1 second.
Absolutely.
We'll scroll down. Okay, 1 second. Oh, there was something else I was trying to remember to tell you. I forget. Okay, you keep scrolling.
I get very forgetful when I do psychic work
You're not the only
because
one.
because like when I do psychic work, it's like I have like my spirit guides and
That,
my chakras are open and
thank you, Craig, for your generosity in the super chat. We appreciate it. Oh heck, I know. He says I know a John here in my past. There you go. The J name I was asking you about. There you go.
perfect.
That people do that to me every day. I'm like, okay, write it down.
Right? Yes.
Okay, M. Steve 00 is saying a medium question. I've been yelling at my spirit family about mom's health. The next day, there's an improvement. Coincidence, or are they reacting to me? I mean, they help us, but Steve, you have to understand one thing. We all came out down here with our little contract. Okay, it's not a coincidence because I don't believe in coincidences. Okay, you asking them for help has a meaning. You told them when you were coming down here, listen, guys, when I need you, don't leave me all by myself. I'm going to be calling on your name. So, that can happen. Okay, I don't feel it's just out of the blue that you call and you see some improvement. Okay, so keep talking to them. I feel they will continue to reply, but what I'm saying is don't expect miracle. You know what I mean? Unfortunately. Go ahead, Di. I'm sorry.
No. Actually his cards are really interesting, so I'm asking his guides how to interpret them. Okay, so you get the card of independence, and which is 9 of Pentacles. So they want you to be a little less independent And instead of yelling at them, invite them in. Go into meditation on a regular basis. Invite them in. Part of your obstacle, there is a bit of you that's a little saddened, depressed. There's some sorrow here, and I believe it's surrounding your mother's health. You're reacting to your mother being sick. Of course you are, right? And so sometimes when we feel low vibrational feelings, it blocks our powers to manifest and even to connect to spirit. And what they're saying is, Three of Pentacles, they want to have more of a relationship with you. So what they're saying is establish a practice where you can work with them every day reliably, where there's, two-way conversation, and maybe do something like automatic writing to get the messages, or learn how to channel, or learn how to use a pendulum or tarot. Learn how to interpret their messages in a clearer way, because they're feeling frustrated. What I'm getting from them is frustration. Like, they're like, we're telling you things, we're talking to you, but you're not open. And I think maybe you're feeling some grief and, you're a bit upset. It's blocking them. So try to keep that in mind. Have a good relationship with them. Keep yourself open to them.
Very good. Okay, I think this is it for today. Thank you very much, everyone, for
Yes.
joining us. And I forgot to say thank you to the chat managers at first. I always say thank you, but sorry about that. Our super chat managers, thank you for your help.
Thank
we
you.
appreciate it. Dianne, everyone is very happy, but please go ahead. Say, I'm sure everyone want to hear from you as well. They don't want to hear me speak. They hear me every day.
Geez. Oh, well, first of all, thank you for having me. It's a great
My
way to spend
pleasure.
a Saturday night. I have a new video coming out tomorrow, everybody. And if you want to book a reading with me, go to dianneaquarius.com. And I also have a really robust membership program. And I do this twice a month for members. And I pull cards and I go into details. And, so that way I can do as many readings as I possibly can. Because, it is hard to give as many readings as I have requests. I can't do that. But at least with membership, I can do more. So anyways, thank you, everybody, for, being with me on a Saturday night.
Thank you, everyone. I will see you on Monday. Tomorrow is my day off. Thank God. I'll see you on Monday at the same time. Till then, if you want everything from me, you know my spiel. So I'll spare you today. I will see you on Monday. Till then, bye. Okay. Let's see.